Hey there, my name's Kramer. I'm a TSP here at Microsoft, and today I just wanted to go through data extraction methods we have in our automated tools, as well as AI Builder in particular, and why this is good for your processing models. So what we actually see here right now is just a picture of the first page of Microsoft's publicly available 10K. I'm going to be working on 10Ks for the purpose of this demonstration, and I'm going to be gathering some information out of them. So what am I going to be gathering? I'm going to gather the name. I'm going to gather that company's phone number. I'm going to gather this table of the different types of stock available, their trading symbols, and the exchange those stocks are traded on. And then I'm also going to gather this checkbox section down here about the type of registrant, the type of filer, are they large, non-accelerated, smaller, emerging, etc. So let's first of all look at RPA and see why this isn't really a great tool for this. So I have a step right here, and what this is doing is pointed at the PDF of that 10K, and it's going to extract text. But if I look at some details here, really all we can do is pick, the only way we can get any more granular with things is picking pages. My document is only one page and I want stuff within that, so that's not granular enough. We could add details about, this PDF is password protected. But other than that, that's really the full breadth of what we can do with data extraction here in RPA. I'll run this and we'll see. The output variable produces absolutely everything in that document. So, we do see that this is Microsoft, and we see the phone number and various things throughout here, but this is everything, and this is actually less organized than what was on the 10K. So obviously this really isn't solving our problem. That being said, let me show you AI Builder and why it can do this a little bit better. So here we are. I am within make.powerapps.com. If you were to go in here, this would be your home. And I just I open up AI Builder and I open up models. And yours is probably going to be empty, but I'm going to click into this form processing model I made for 10Ks and kind of give you a visual of how this works. So we are inside the form processing model. What are we exactly looking at right now? We see that the form processing model is right now at 84% in terms of confidence of gathering different pieces. And there are ways to improve this, but let me really get inside this so we see what we're seeing. Alrighty, so this is really as easy as it is to set up a form processing model. The first thing it asks you about pulling stuff out is choosing the information to extract. So you can add different sections, a field for just a string of information, a checkbox if there are checks on the document, single page, and then multi-page tables. You'd click next and you'd name that. And I have this all built out here. So I have a field data point to gather company name, field for a phone number, check boxes for the different types of filers or registrants. And then down here, I have a table section, which when we click in here, we can see exactly what's going on there. Just like I said, the title of each class of stock, the trading symbol, and the name of the exchange that type of stock is being registered on. So we have all that set up. Next thing we'll see where the documents go. So we put these documents in this collection. As you can see right now, I have 14 documents. This is a tool that uses artificial intelligence. So the more documents you put in here, the better. I'm going to put a document in right now to show you how this works. Sorry about that. I'm going back in that original collection. We see I have a number of publicly traded 10Ks on here. I'm going to add one right now. I just went and grabbed Tesla's 10K, and we'll see how this works. Alrighty, so we see this page of the Tesla 10K. And right now, again, we're in this training phase. So we're tagging documents manually to teach the artificial intelligence how to work. So I'm going to start just boxing out sections, and it'll start asking me, what these represent. So I just got the company name. And the more you put in here, the more useful the tool is going to be. That is because, it has a larger population size to go off of. Different documents can be, perfect example, different documents can have slightly different formats from one to another. And that's why artificial intelligence is useful, to be able to identify, even with different font, slightly different formatting, these different sections that are unanimous across the board. So I highlight that table. I'm going to realign these sections of the table. Here we go. We see it's reading. And we have the large accelerated filer. And there we go. I pointed it out to all the sections, and now I'm going to click train. So earlier we had an 84% level of confidence of the tool. I just added a new document. It's in the training process right now, but we're probably going to see that number change. We're probably going to see this number change a little bit since we just added a new document for it to go off of. Right here we can see different sections and the level of confidence that the AI feels about gathering those different sections. Still training. While that's going, just looking a little bit more into the information. We have these different evaluation fields that can let you understand why things are the way that they are. And we also have lots of different points on this page about documentation to improve the confidence score. You want that as high as you can get it. Typically, the way you're going to get it as high as possible is by adding as many documents as you can. And look at that. It went up from 84 to 89%. Very nice. So we can see that example of that number going up. So now we're going to allocate it to an unused 10K. Remember, our original goal here was reading a Microsoft 10K. So I'm actually just going to use this quick test button. I'm going to upload that document, Microsoft 10K. Let's see what happens. Look at that, perfect. So we see it got the company name, it got that phone number, perfectly got this table here, and it even got these checkboxes. So we trained it, we added fields for it to gather, we then added documents to use to gather those fields. We then let the tool train itself to get used to that process, and then we applied a document to it to see how it reads that information. So I hope this helps.